Alright, I wanted to talk about a method that I created to improve intuitive rune reading. Okay, how does this method work? Basically, it is a game of rune storytelling. Okay. The Elder Futhag has 24 runes. So, in every round of the game, the 24 runes get used, but only once. That is the key. Once a rune has been drawn, the rune gets sorted out, gets put to the side, and doesn't get drawn again in this round, in the ongoing round. Okay, let's put an example. For example, the first rune is Perto, and the second rune is Ebras. Third rune could be Manas. So then it is up to the rune storyteller. There is one person per round that tells the story. It would be up to the rune storyteller to say, for example, if I would be the rune storyteller, I would say it is a fated meeting of two people. Could be something else. But that is up to the creativity of the rune storyteller to create the story out of the given runes. The goal of this exercise or game is to develop an intuitive rune reading skill, right? Basically, the idea is the first thing you think about if you see the two runes or the rune that comes in order, that you write down and make a story out of, right? You put the runes before into context so it makes sense, and then you create a story out of that storyline. It works pretty good. I've played it a few times in the Rune group with some people. It is way more fun if done in a group of people, but at least, let's say, two people have to do it. Could be also done alone if you want. Then you would pull your runes on your own. If not, the other person would pull the runes, or more persons accordingly. But it's important that the other persons get rid of the runes that already have been in the game to not mess up the order and the balance. There could be made exceptions if the rune story would flow with it, but that is up to the rune storyteller to decide. Basically, like Dungeons and Dragons with runes. I like the idea a lot. I play it very often. It is a lot of fun. Depending on how skilled and creative the rune storyteller is, this can take up to 1.5, 2 hours or more easily, because it's 24 runes. It also depends on how fast the other people pull the runes and whatnot. It's not meant to be played fast, but it's rather a good method to pass the time. We are in lockdown. Me not, I'm a truck driver, but other people are in lockdown, so they don't have much to do, and it is a very good way of practicing rune meanings and putting runes in the context together. That is why I created it for. Because let's say, for example, we get Ansus and Thurisas, right? How do these two runes go together in context? what do they mean together. For example, in this case would be a troublesome conversation, or a conversation leading to trouble or anger. Right? That's just an example, and I could make thousands of these examples. It's just the first thing that comes to mind. It is the intuitive thought, and that is what we want to achieve with this game, exercise, however you call it. So we want to achieve intuitive rune reading. That is the exercise, the game. I personally love it. I play it a lot, and every single time there comes a different story. Some stories are very dramatic, some stories are more love based, some stories are straight away chaos and destruction pure and cruel. But it's the fun thing about it, that you never get one story being the same as another story. So that's a good method of developing your intuition for readings, right? Because intuitive rune reading is what we want to have when we do rune readings. Our intuition is our friend, and most times it is spot on, right? Alright, that was it for now. I may upload some rounds of the rune storytelling game in the future, depending on how it goes and how long the videos get, probably via Zoom. So yeah, that was it for this video.